This network communication had been used around the world, including Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, and Australia. Fourth generation technology, and it is an attempt to involve, integrate, and amalgamate the current 2G, 3G, wireline, broadcast, short-range, and fixed-wire system into a single, fully functional, seamless internetwork. 4G technology is basically the extension in the 3G technology with more bandwidth and services offered in the 3G. "4G have the features of a scalable, flexible, efficient, autonomous, secure, and feature-rich backbone to support a multitude of existing and new services and to interface with many different types of network." This is architecture of 4G cellular network. LTE is a 4G wireless broadband technology developed by the 3GPP as the next step in the progression of mobile internet. 4G LTE consists of two layers. The first is an IP connectivity layer, handles all data, voice, video, and messaging traffic. The second is an evolved packet system, which handles the overall communication procedure. This is diagram of LTE network architecture. Difference between 4G and LTE. 4G has higher upload and download speed than LTE. 4G offers a tremendous reduction in latency compared to LTE. 4G better optimizes the use of bandwidth, which result in more data transmitted with fewer errors than LTE.
Early GSM Global System for Mobile Communication Cellular Network operates at 850 MHz and 1900 MHz. 2G and 3G network changed the modulation method but largely use the same portion of the spectrum with reorganized frequency band. As 3G evolved, additional frequency bands were included as well as spectrum around 2100 MHz. 4G LTE technologies brought the additional spectrum and frequency bands, namely around 600 MHz, 700 MHz, 1.7 over 2.1 GHz, 2.3 GHz, and 2.5 GHz. As per IMT Advanced, 4G is supposed to have a maximum bandwidth of 100 MHz and download-upload ratio of 1 Gbps over 500 Bps respectively. Commercial 4G LTE has variable bandwidth from 1.4 MHz to 20 MHz in single carrier with maximum download-upload ratio 150 over 50 Mbps respectively.
LTE uses the popular orthogonal frequency division multiplex (OFDM) modulation scheme. It provides the essential spectral efficiency to achieve high data rates, but also permits multiple users to share a common channel. OFDM divides a given channel into many narrower subcarriers.
The total bits in subframe 1 millisecond over 20 MHz channel is 16,800 modulation symbols times 6 bits equals to 100,800 bits.
The used modulation technique is 64 QAM, which has 6 bits per resource element. This indicates that proposed 4G has convergent peak data rates to the standards of 3GPP. The applications of 4G are firstly, multi-mode software application, secondly, video network coding for 4G wireless network, lastly, 4G ultra-high-speed internet access. Comparison between 4G system and the future system. The future system, which is 5G, is widely believed to be smarter, faster, and more efficient than 4G. It promises mobile data speeds that far outstrip the fastest home broadband network currently available to consumers. With speeds up to 100 gigabits per second, 5G is said to be as much as 100 times faster than 4G. Pure Data Network. 4G network is an all-IP-based data network. A completely database network will allow for more bandwidth, which means more data can be passed through the network. More devices and applications. 4G network devices can take advantage of the higher bandwidth and speeds to deliver more robust and data applications. Speed. Theoretical speed of 4G has been suggested that data rates up to 100 Mbps for high mobility and 1 Gbps for low mobility should be the target value. Handoff. The improved 4G network standards will allow for smooth handoff from one coverage area to another without interruption to any ongoing data transfer. This will result in smooth streaming data for the user. Faster response time. One benefit of 4G technology is faster response time or lower latency. 4G technology reduces latency to 1/100 of a second, which is about 10 milliseconds.
Operating area. Rural areas and many buildings in metropolitan areas are not being served well by existing wireless network. This limitation of today's network will carry over into future generation of wireless system. New frequencies. It means new components in cell tower are required. Some other limitations are such a battery usage is small, is hard to implement, and it needs complicated hardware. Money spending. Consumer is forced to buy a new device to support the 4G, since it is possible to make current equipment compatible with the 4G network. Traffic communication. It decreases the traffic communication while sending data. User increment. It allows more users to use the same frequency in a cell, which resulting in increment of mobile broadband users.
Data rate transfer. It offers faster data rate transfer which in higher download and upload rate. So when the rate is increased, it will also reduce the problem of lagging in internet connection.
Data capacity. LTE also support more data capacity because it focuses on voice over internet protocol. Antennas. This technology needs the usage of additional antennas at network base stations for data transmission. Device cost. This increases the cost for the users to buy new cell phone to make use of new network infrastructure.
Maintenance cost. The startup cost of service provider also high in order to upgrade the equipment, and there are some new highly cost equipment need to be installed too. In conclusion, 4G LTE is the future of new wireless technology for accessing high bandwidth data for various applications and voice over internet protocol. A major issue in 4G systems is to make the high bit rates available in a larger portion of the cell, especially to users in an exposed position in between several base stations. Certain components such as the circuit switching elements are removed and wireless LAN connectivity is added. Mobility control, location management, handovers, etc. have to be performed more efficiently in 4G. LTE is the technological path followed to achieve 4G network speeds.